good morning and welcome to another edition of Say to Mercy, where they come to Una every Mondays to Friday na Mercy TV. And Say to Mercy na a current affairs program where they bring about different issues them where they go around the country. Me na una host Sia Anisako. And today on program we kind of rub more on this kush issue because it don't sound like a menace in the nation. So today we can rub more about kush. We'll go for a short break. When I come back, we'll continue the program.
There's only one place where you are always welcome, where you will always be part of the family, and you can always expect to find a helping hand. There's only one place where you will find a reliable partner for all your financial needs, and your funds will always be safe. It's only at Rokel Commercial Bank, because Rokel is more than a bank.
Well, this is your bank, a bank that is resplendent with splendor. It characterizes greatness, and it has a history that is deeply rooted in banking in Sierra Leone. Over 100 years, this bank has been around, initially as Barclays Bank, and now as Rokel Commercial Bank, your bank.
That's why our impact in the community is second to none. That's why we are expanding our branches to give you world-class service everywhere you go.
We've expanded as far as Kailaun, Wilkinson Road, Fabi College, Uberforce, and look out for us very soon. We're going to go to the north. We're going to go as far as Kwendu very soon.
When you look at our corporate online services, our SMS text banking, and of course our SimCorpo Plus, which cannot be rivaled by any.
That's why we are rolling out state-of-the-art digital systems to better serve you. And that's why you will always be our number one concern.
By so doing, you have a bank that is going to be a modern bank to you, a bank that's going to be a credible bank to you, a bank that's going to make you feel like you're part of a banking family.
Visit any of our branches countrywide and join the winning family today. Welcome to Rokel Commercial Bank, your bank of choice.
Family, welcome back again to Say It to Mercy on Mercy TV. As I be said earlier, today we can rub more inside this kush issue. This kush issue here, not to way the government for take joke, and also family household that we have for talk to be picking educate them about drugs. We've been trying this morning again forget the Drugs Enforcement Agency for let them come on board this program for can educate people and tell we how far they don't go for cushion, because not to where they go for don't want it. Where they go for cushion this kush issue, say God help we where it go down at this country, but we're not able to forget sensitive. So still with the wait and hope say they will come na the program, because we don't invite them from last week. So they've been promised, we said today they will come on board the program and can talk to family. But still when they not carry it, I get with me guest them today. The first guest na Claude Atere Robert, where we all sabi as Major Siwa, na all time professional boss man. What they call a major. You don't say inside journalism. I mean, could they call her the name Major Siwa, a big man inside journalism. So, Major, I want to tell family and good morning.
Family and good morning. Once more, welcome to Say to Mercy TV. We're always there for much and things that we're not good from Barcelona, because we want less alone. One of the best countries in the world. Stay with me. We live together.
I also get with me Peter Joseph Jr. Bayo. Peter Joseph Jr. Bayo, I want to tell family morning.
Family and morning. Once more to Say to Mercy TV.
I also get with me Francis Williams. Francis, tell family I do.
Family, good morning and welcome to Say to Mercy TV.
And also Mustafa Tarawali. Mustafa Tarawali, I want to tell family I do this morning.
Family, good morning and also welcome to Mercy TV.
Family, I don't hear the guests here, I don't see them all today. These are my wonderful people there who I get to the inside Say It to Mercy. Mustafa Tarawali, I want to start with you. Now inside salon with the inside freedom, we all know this push issue. the thing that we push do to young people there. Even the adults themselves who they look up to as an example, they self they can this push business. What do you get for say towards the youth and even one of they look as an example?
Good morning, viewers. Kush na a bad thing, as we all know, and a harmful drugs. I just want to inspire the youth and for telling say this na drugs we not fine, and na drugs we will lead you for let you go astray. The one that we for the look up to right now, for let them go push away from this country. Now the one whether they carry the same push inside this country. As she say, for tell the youth there how they go able pull on for this push here. I thought I'm fit say like we as a youth now we from know waiting good and waiting bad. And for this push you inside na a bad drugs. And as a youth we not for put on for push business. Now that's I get for say.
Okay, plenty. Thank you for your contribution, Mustafa Tarawali. Well, I'll go to Francis. Francis, what you said for say concerning this push, we don't sound like a bad odor, bad omen in this nation. What you get for say to the youth, and you want to self what you look up to as an example.
Well, thanks, Famule. I'm on once more, and I want this platform for talk to viewers then, to reach youth them out there the effect for this youth, this cushion and the take away really the drag them back from going to their usual practice. Pushing that way very very bad, and I know they encourage any young people, any young youth for the part of them, which is very very bad to be honest. Imagine we get we young generation where plenty people can say they are now young people for lead the country for tomorrow. Then you see them in such kind of practice, it's a push, and sleeping all the time. The time way for use for probably studying or go to college or go to school. You go there now, take push. The small money we get pay for save for take care of your family or do on a daily basis for see what you can do for yourself. This time you never go take push and you deploy yourself and delay yourself again from such activity. Well, my own advice out there is that young people would try to abstain themselves from taking this push way really bad. It's really devastating seeing young people taking this push. We take push, we know any impact in a society. Really bad to be honest, seeing these people all the time. I don't know, I get a scenario once, I see a guy, and I think he wrote somewhere, I think last week or so, he don't take this push. Imagine, sleeping, people they laugh imagine you don't take this push, you sleep by yourself, I don't know, to be honest, but it's not good as a nation. You see, the people that can take over and the government, you go to school right now, they take push, and imagine you get another people out there, we're really serious with the academics, and you out there, I don't know if that's because of frustration, you go take push or whatsoever. To be honest, it's not good. I do this guy for talk to we come to young youth, them young adults, them out there. Stay from push not good. It will affect you, even your brain, and will kill you slowly for make you not do anything in life, and your life goes short. So it's like I was told now, therefore stay from push, and that's it.
Okay, plenty. Thank you, Francis. Peter, what do you say get for say towards this push issue?
Good morning once more. As we did I also today for level we will talk to the young one then, the youth then, as well as the big one then. Because when you look at this case right now, you will feel say some man will say the youth no more. But when you look the whole issue, people and again way even we they expect much from them. They take this thing. For instance, we see a video wherein a police officer involved in this thing, you know, then kind people are not there we they look up to. At least for let them we will stop anything. Except police and for save life and property. But if at the same time this same officer they take this thing, would I go advise or would I go put a stop or would I go try in level best for lead this thing come to an end? To we youth then, I can find out some people like you say, then they take this thing because of frustration. What about that man, that ex man with them show? Now frustration because he get woke. Because people like he say na idleness because somebody no get woke, make it they take this thing. What about the man when at the head sir? He take the thing. Whether soldier man, he well employed, then the pay and we month done. Not only pay and then they get a bag of rice. Then with all these things, so I not feel say this na frustration they lead people and for let us know. One kind way of the other, we can say and one way of the other something a bad habits no more. Or something let we say na friend or whatsoever. But it's not really good for we nation. We all get for stand tall, especially the forces there get for stand tall for make this thing come to an end. Because if this not happen at all not, it get for affect we long run. Because people and where they expect the young one away at least they for come take over. Now they involved in this thing. And not only for involved in an pass mark one where they even make some man they team up na street. If they team up na street after I don't tell before front of the time motka they come. You don't even know. What of that process they motka hit and now so he die or he take damage himself. Somebody they go for good drive. He sit down at a taxi, he don't take this thing. There was a time by this junction, Babadori junction, the guy keke he come off from that Babadori axis, they come down towards Lumley. You know, he sit down inside the keke, he come down, a big tipper truck they come down up. He sit down, you they see away the node, you know, pass where and therefore break, that motor break until they push and go in a corner. You know, this thing is very bad. So my advice, to we the youth then, we need to abstain from this thing. It's not really good for we health and whatsoever we think.
Okay, thank you very much, Peter. Major, what you say for say concerning this kush issue?
Thank you very much, Mrs. Cole.
Yes,
You see, the kush issue right now is a national concern. But I want to come from far back a bit. We get different drugs then way beyond their peer, say I love society for quite a long time now. The drug issue in Salone, not to yesterday issue, not to a surprising issue. We don't see waiting drug as a whole, don't they do to reduce them. But for the kush, action now look why be different from all other drugs where Salome what they use or Salome youths they use for the take. We know about pampers, we know about cocaine, we know about different gombe jara and the rest of it. But why we they stress on the kush? Now because action, way they treat young man them, it's really disgraceful. Not only for Sierra Leone, but also for the world. Because that need to portray an image of Salome. Say, look at this Salome man they do. Look at this Salome man they do. Drugs. So this kind of ways we make every time we come up with statements, then we come up with advice, we come up with suggestion, we go help for pushing this business. Now the pushing action is quite different from all other drugs where Salome or Salome use them blunt stick. It make you feel like half dead. And until dead or alive, that's what make you call yes. You die, then you still alive. Yeah. But we don't see drugs before. We only treat people like that. So this don't give you a great concern for all the call upon you to man them, call upon people them say, look, now this other drug we don't come. In fact, your system is different, quite different. We get way where we can say to people, for them able to understand easily. But now the one the way for say, waiting there for say to people them don't become victims of the day. Go to talk about the forces. We talk about people the way they make a law. Yes. People the way they import and export goods them come inside this country. They're all involved. And when you talk about the dog, you get to talk about the bone. Yes, now at the bone, all see and the youth. everything the youth. Yes, the youth, they try for staining themselves. But mind you, behind the youth, you get people that are responsible for drug business in this country.
Exactly.
We get people that way they bring in drugs within the 4 borders where we get.
Yeah.
We get the Guinean border, we get the Liberian border, we get Lungi International Airport, then we get Wataki, which is the second key. Then area and they one must they also push the pass to enter this country. And obviously the government get representatives now all the area and they. So if they think they come, their representatives then they them for all them to ransom. They know how push they enter this country. Maybe we go look and say, the guy possibly he hand up on this container, we're not going to check this container. And as about letting any they make, we forget we duties and then we bring in the wrong thing and supply the youth. And one thing again, we go advise family them. The festive season the next door. And I do in and then someone enjoy over man. Because you take and say the festive season a one rain day. No. After December 25, after December 26, after January 1st, other days then get for camp. Not the last day.
And
yes, the importers they now then they look and say, oh, this is a time for make huge profits. Because people that they come from all over the world, the one they used to work in America, England, Nova Scotia, they all they come for all kind of enjoy this island. The sweet beach, the sweet weather, the sweet frappe breeze where they blow. And then they come with them, or then they come for God look for some of their substance that then they feel good at home. But mind you, you and them borderline and you get a very big job for you, especially law enforcement agencies. Now for sure. And again, I know they to blame them much because in another case, them you want do, then you want act. But believe you me, we elders they know it's in the happen. They're not going to let we for some of them talk the way they talk. But we'll go for talker. Because now I put them there for work, for let this country go before. Now I put them there for work, for watch, waiting the kind side, waiting the kind side. If person do child trafficking, as they eat in about in the whole why traffic this people. If person do illegal goods, you want to send and go out of Salo, one bring out of Salo, you eat in about in the whole. Why if person guy push and they pass all the border and kind side supply people? That's the one first. So if they're elders, then the one in a big one, when a manufacturer or when a importers of goods that occur inside this country, they will track 1 or 2 down. Believe me, the rest of the masses they feel afraid. They don't will come on board again for say I'm doing this thing because what I bring and kind of go arrest me, they will put me down, they will track me. But sometimes the forces they don't get no way for do, but for abide to rules and regulation from above. And that particular word from above we don't underline that. For quite a good time now, it disturb the system in this country.
Yes.
It disturb the society. When you want to take some action, when you want to say certain things, when you want to act for sure, say you're a true citizen, you're a patriot, obviously they say, hey, this is an order from above, so put it down. So if you find out, say, everything don't compromise one way or the other, we talk not alone, not going to solve the problem. We talk about push every now and then. If I don't lie, it's about 4 or 5 times when they come on the screen, they tell people and say, look, this particular substance is bad. It's bad. And underline the word bad, let you know which is the component of bad. And they lead with children, they're waiting for being the future leaders tomorrow to the worst situation. So tomorrow, we go put somebody as minister of this, minister of that, minister of that. If he perform wrongly, let we not surprise. Because what a journey of 1,000 miles, it starts by one single step. Yes. Now we're going to start so now. We talk, then they take the talk like for saying, let them talk, we they try and go left. Yet now we job. We all get to work for plain society. And we all want to talk about things, whether good or bad. They put we here for we talk. We get the mic, we get the camera. We're supposed to make good use of them. And yes, they usually make so. We explain to the family and we explain to the youth man, we explain to picking them. Say particular trend they will go on now, we're very bad. You get 2 ways of it. You get rid of the manufacturer inside the country. Yes. You get rid of the manufacturer push now because we go around, we see. Of course, me and my left for work and ghettos them. I know most of the ghettos them around town. Yes, because you see, who feels it, knows it. So we go around the ghetto, we meet with the ghetto brothers, they'll talk to them, explain to them, say this is not good, this is bad, then get their own reason why they do some of these things then. But at the tail end, you find out, say, now I see them, now I will take them for user. But if I not see them, so when you see them, how you manage see them? Now because somebody bring them, how the person bring them? Now because it cross border with like inside. So how it cross the border? Now because we live at the border, they are going to compromise where they come, or they don't know where they come. Exactly. So you get different way with the tackle the push. We talk about people that young man, they will smoke. Now when people that don't know say yes, the attention they on push. Yes. Attention they on push. All man they look at people they smoke push. Then they smoke and at it again. Then they see boss younger, they carry the like bad flag or something. They see how you do. Now then they say small ghetto and they say the host. and inside the small offices, then they do the same thing, And if you're not patriots, if you somebody will left the country, you should say, no, I let me people them. I would bring something who can hinder them progress, we can hinder the future, I can give to them. Instead, let them day how they use for day, we will be able to understand things. In the next 5-10 years, we come to society, we will build up a better society. But if we were there before, they tried for bringing in search of money, money cannot do everything. Money can make you happy, money can make you sad. And this particular money where the drug manufacturers there or the importers they defend, it makes Sierra Leoneans sad. If they're not saying a bad thing to this country, listen to what they say. Listen to what the media they talk to now, and then look at another business for me instead of for the import push all the time. And we want to continue for import push all the time. God they give the push the manufacturers, then they get more money. So that more money they in their own trend, and they look after. So if they get more money, maybe you bring a package of push and you get $15,000. The person tells you left for being push car, you see the person like an enemy. But no matter, I'm not take like enemy, but the truth is there. You know, the surname, you know, the last name. The truth is the truth. If you importers, people that will bring in the drugs into the country, the Sierra Leone Pharmaceutical Board Day, the doctors them, the Ministry of Health Day and Sanitation, they get a role for play. Now they forget brigadiers them, they forget brigade them, like the Metropolitan Police, use them, check na the cartel them, for see, who are the head of this business, and we will know say that this, like this, like this. Sierra Leone not plenty, 7 million people. And one more day for federal they bring push now. You know, not just that because of certain line, the lineage, the line where they look at, it will be too long. Maybe you have to spend on investigation and do some other thing. And maybe the person where you know the manufacturer or now the importer, you know, we will point out. Because if they look at a major C1 and the character and the importer, I go point to major C1 don't give $5,000 to the anger. You see? So honestly, they make level look funny to itself.
Yes,
they fight the case where at the tail end, no way will reach the bottom line. So the best advice we will give, now where they make her, and that's the way they make her now. They make her with one kumbe jara leaf, and then the kumbe jara where they make you feel half crazy, half sober. Yes, they make her mix out with powder, all kind of rich people there for smoke. And believe you me, if we not continue for talk, if we not continue for raise alarm, election in a road, the politicians they want them to go and crazy. And they want. So when they crazy, they will support them and they will push it out they want, you know. The festive season, collaborate on them, they want during the festive season, one put me on product. Must see one and get the best school, should not all go to see one. Yes. I make about $2,000, leaving my children in the anger for sleep now. And they say me to go and sleep. And they say anywhere in the sleep. If you feel say that not the right thing for Sierra Leone, then one day you will get short of the law. But if you feel say, you're a patriotic citizen, you're a nationalist, you left this country, believe you me, this is from that kind of habit. Fair on the business where they carry it, instead of the carry push. Yes. Because we talk on the boys, they're no more. We don't talk on the one who they brand. They push not they come more before them. No, you never pass through certain circuit before you reach. A word for a wise, it is quite sufficient. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Major C1. Fambulan this cushion not to upsky the commodity for them. Now come then the couch and they got the home base kush, then got the JC kush. The kumbe jara, then got the home base kush.
Exactly.
Then the other kush where they come out overseas, where they pass through the ports, the borders there, they are the JCs. So you don't see the kush there by level. And how you take them, you take the JC on, you take the home base, or man get your reaction. But really not so funny thing this. This kush really they destroy the youth of tomorrow. There we youth say, yeah, meet yourself at the parts of the youth. Now we tomorrow for some big people there. If we're not able to put modalities in place, it not going to affect your own picking, but the other man your own picking. You minister when they put a different position, whether in charge of anything they are, for monitor, things that when they come inside, then the security falls system back, where they in charge for the monitor, things that when they come inside. You not go meet your own picking, but you go meet one of your family. You say your brother, your sister. Who that you not expect, I ain't gonna go fall. Because if you be party to evil, it will turn back cancel you. You do good, it will come to you. You do bad, it will cancel you. Don't feel say this tell them about they take me picking. You don't know. You don't know you did be any side way they go. You know the kind of friends them back where they keep. So we really get for put modalities in place as a citizen, patriotic citizen, the government, oh, the officials them now, even the home also, you get for the educate we picking about drugs, not to think that way good. Drugs they when are for heal. When you sick, when you go hospital and they prescribe the correct drugs for the sickness where you get. But that one when doctor not prescribe for destroy you, hey, we really get for team map. And tap this kind of where they be we post the take push the bend. Say hey, go down. Me when I myself I not go before bend so I da stiff there like a statue. Hey, you know good. Papa government, you get for put more modalities them in place. This year is really serious. Rather than they talk about marijuana. Now they don't let see marijuana. Now na push pampers in the yo. I tell you get your own chapter. That chapter they don't close. Now na push chapter now it don't come up now. And then they look dangerous past the pampers, water, and the marijuana. Because marijuana, if in a medicine, leaf, if you say that no we get asthma self, they can boil them and drink it. But this push, you boil it now, you fry it now, you roast it now, it's not good for mortar man. It's not good for mortar man. Yes, anyhow you do it, it's not good for mortar man. So Papa government that the water to now put modalities in place. Well now we go for short break. When we come back, we will continue the push issue.
There's only one place where you are always welcome, where you will always be part of the family, and you can always expect to find a helping hand. There's only one place where you will find a reliable partner for all your financial needs, and your funds will always be safe. It's only at Rokel Commercial Bank, because Rokel is more than a bank.
Well, this is your bank, a bank that is resplendent with splendor. It characterizes greatness, and it has a history that is deeply rooted in banking in Sierra Leone. Over 100 years, this bank has been around, initially as Barclays Bank, and now as Rokel Commercial Bank, your bank.
That's why our impact in the community is second to none. That's why we are expanding our branches to give you world-class service everywhere you go.
We've expanded as far as Kailaun, Wilkinson Road, Fabi College, Uberforce, and look out for us very soon. We're going to go to the north. We're going to go as far as Kwendu very soon.
When you look at our corporate online services, our SMS text banking, and of course our SIM Copper Plus, which cannot be rivaled by any.
That's why we are rolling out state-of-the-art digital systems to better serve you. And that's why you will always be our number one concern.
By so doing, you have a bank that is going to be a modern bank to you, a bank that's going to be a credible bank to you, a bank that's going to make you feel like you're part of a banking family.
Visit any of our branches countrywide and join the winning family today. Welcome to Rokel Commercial Bank, your bank of choice.
Family, welcome back to Say It to Mercy on Mercy TV. Family, they are today for talk about this push issue. We don't bring big menace in this country. And some of them videos they are set back, then one politize the video, some not correct. Some the videos are not correct. Some they when are natural and why you don't say yes, this is not confirmed source. But some they want politicize. They want politicize this push issue is not good. Be any political party where you dey, not try for politicize this issue. It's not really fine. Because you dey black oh, you dey mauve oh, you dey orange oh, you dey pink oh, it dey affect we all. So let us not put up a party business, it's not correct. Waiting not right, it's not right. Now we talk the correct thing, and when you make a video or you do a video, do the correct video, not put politics inside the video. Show the correct footage. Not go make a as a party business for put blame on one side or for talk bad about the other person. This not what the term this. This the true now they talk. True in other son and true not true. So waiting right with your conscience and God. Now you for do. Well, now this kush issue not to salon no more, it dey affect all over the world. Kush they affect everybody. Well, now we can bring a video to una go see. Then they on England, inside England they call kush spice. Yeah, we they call them kush. So then now there's a spice, and we will understand about spice. That's why they put pan soup, pan fish, for let you gravy, yums, sweet, and you know get that best taste. That was a bit about spice. But in England now, then they call it spice. So now they can watch a video, like, you know, see, not a salon no more get this kush issue all over the world. But you don't tell like a person now who the champion now. Tell like for say salon now the champion this kush. And who not the champion and correct one because look the kind state where some man can dey. Inside motor car, you between the sleep, you get passenger. You dey ride bike. When the kush flag you, why you sit there on top the bike? They pull you, they put you down, they get the bike on the police. You don't know nothing. So this year is really not fun. When now they bring the video to una of how that this kush they affect also inside England.
It's not even a life, mate, it is. What, wake up, score, make a joint, go like that, turn into a zombie, and stay like a zombie all day.
All I thought about was drugs. I was getting me drugs. Didn't care about nobody else. It was just, all I could see was where am I getting that next drug from.
You can have it and your heart will just be going like that, and then you just wake up in somewhere else, do you know what I mean? You know, it's dangerous, like, really dangerous. Like, you can have 2 drugs and it'll knock you out, and you can have 2 drugs and it'll do nothing, so, you know what I mean? It's a proper lottery, like, you know.
With spice, you can't do nothing, you don't want to do nothing. You just want to sit where you're at and just smoke and smoke and smoke. People just don't care on it. I've seen people do stupid things for it.
If I go into detox, I'm going to come out, right, and it'll be straight back to the same thing. All I know is drugs, all people I know is drugs, drugs, drugs.
See this video, that money they for take and put some pambeted. Now then they can't get out there, go put in a hospital for change the system all. Whether money they for take or put na school education, health day, other facilities, the way citizens they cry up to. When they for use that money they for do. Now then they can pull that and then now go put in an hospital. Look we own footage, we don't come overseas. Now we don't base. Look the footage.
And again, in the school, I want just emphasize on something because salon we lack copyright.
Yes, sir.
Waiting man they do, and most times waiting man they do na salon man go kapu total na here. We don't see that the times without numbers.
Yes, sir.
Where anything where the Western world do, salon man or African. We like for total must be part of it.
Yes, sir.
And this one, you see
Look
how the
trouble.
man
Look.
how the people themselves where they Babylon,
Yes.
and where they now with man country,
Yes, sir.
how themselves they react to this particular thing.
Yes, sir.
So, but if you copy, I'm saying not copy, because the colonial masters they teach you how for copy. They tell you say land is better than silver and gold. The silver and gold they to them. So who will copy from them? Who copy that silver and gold? Will come back with that.
Yes, sir.
Or you go copy something where they make you hang down like bats and got into as I say.
Yeah, like when current shock you.
So that don't tell me say not to all things when they come out with man country.
Right.
It's good for Africa.
Exactly.
That don't tell you say the way man in the leap your life, them we don't catch, we don't suspect say they deal with kush right now. Then they take their care of the mental home.
Yeah, facility.
Then they go to the psychiatric hospital.
Yes, for women there.
But who go get a lot with Bible man and go this it where you hang out with Bible. Get a guy go to Dr. Naim. Now it's time. Obviously. So we kill your society better.
Yes,
with
sir.
the follow-up or the follow-up, the copyright from England, from America.
And I want copyright.
Yeah, one copyright.
Yes.
Computer. It is a man, the copyright copyright guy, they were into the young guy catching and
Yes.
say, oh, this is a shaba.
Shaba.
You know, copy that, no bad. Only copy that, but that copyright really make less alone man fever. One other kind of different thing within the map of the
Zombie,
world.
the man, instead of zombie.
Exactly. Zombie.
Yes.
Zombie.
Yes.
One copyright really make less fever zombie. I don't think alone man for copyright anything. So the colonial master let them do their own way, how them do their own things. Then get psychiatric hospital, then get doctors, they will have professional mental doctors, then they will know how to treat people, change them, connect them or cancel them, tell them how to do. When you see picture like this one, a police officer for that matter, a force for good. I don't think it's a good picture they portray. So yes, they make the thing look some one kind of way where you wait for them a border. They want to post you a car with this thing. Now that you end up so pigeon. You know, so I don't know. It's just out of the way. Waiting the law enforcement they for tell we not to law enforcers, we expecting them for save life and property. So if you never save your life and property, your life and property, that means you can't for save. Because social officer is also in life or in property all that stake. So now means severe now they can save life and property, take the duties of the police officer for help in the police officer of itself. So the thing they go the other way around.
Yes, sir.
The other way around. If the government, the authorities, they were necessary, they don't come together, form a committee, form a body, we will fight against it. Who's I left the officer? Yes, it will affect him, but he gets old to a gun, a weapon, he deal with him, day and day. Yes, in case of tomorrow, anything, we let all these other people. In fact, then they deny them. Heads are denied. We ask the heads of people to try to talk to them. They deny. They say no, not to staff, not to personnel. They just wear their uniform. You know, but you ask any of them, the PRO, the Minister of Energy, the whole day. No, not to answer. They just wear that jacket. They know because you know want to be part of it. But we are all part of it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, if I not help somebody, for let it get out.
Yeah.
I help somebody for get money for go buy. Yes, it's something that be one in the center where go buy from America. Okay, you say take one.
Take you, yes,
It's all things just come under one kind compromise where the poor masses were not involved, we not get nothing for them, and they can suffer at the end of the day. Look at trouble.
Yes, sir.
Look.
The party is back. You don't feel safe. Don't go down. Now I'm in a pants.
I think Ramadan is small role it can be.
Yes, sir.
Now that Ramadan in Auntie or in Grandpa's.
After your ancestor cancel. Yes, sir.
It's not really funny for Salem. Really. We plead to the law enforcers. We plead to the authority. Let them go straight to the point. No balance the point. Check the borderline. This is Muskaka Banga. For nothing. First they say, you go left and sanity. You finish. You come somebody. All kind.
Don't kick a leg over.
Really, you know, it's funny.
It's funny, but you have to get it, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
Central person, you look and find, if you call 2 person, Central 2 person, you sabi one. Salo Sabu said,
Yes,
this is called, if you call 10 person, you sabi one. Salo, Central 10, I will tell you sabi one.
You know, that for
So at the end of the
when
day,
you go
once I
Facebook, right, you will say we relate.
Too
You
much.
party can be me party, me party can be that your party.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
You see, so, get hold of the weapon. But let not mistake no more, turn the triggers and then no more. Something will happen there.
Yes, sir.
This is all bad for our society. The authorities, they were responsible. Now, when I don't put on a footstep down, let black be black, let white be white.
Yes, sir.
If you know, say, you know, able to prosecute the person, you need to bring the person forefront for saying that you bring in this drug. Talk to the person, cancel and say, look, I don't say that you bring this here for money issue. And the 2 times the way you're going to sell and forget more money, now during the festive season and close to election. Then and the drug is very, very necessary for the youth man. They will not get sense. We will not get the number 6 cents because we talk about 5 cents. But the number 6 cents, they will have the common sense one for use. When you bring in this particular item, that's how they behave. Cancel the person. If we never bring the person forefront, we never bring a counter book. You can go ahead. We do community policing, community law enforcement. We tell the person, look, we know saying that you work, but left this work, you know, go fight for me and you. Because if you don't want left this work, we'll bring it down the public. It will ban for you in family and generation. If you don't want left this work, we'll put you in front of the book, we're not going to fight for you. So the best thing we will advise you, we will cancel you, but they say, look, change your business. If now Chinese are back themselves, they carry it. Or Chinese, they're not beginning away for go school. They not go back. Carry the exercise book there. Yes. The book they only last for a month. After 3 weeks, you don't check. We will still manage.
It will save time.
Yes, it will save time. The right
Yes.
ABCD,
Yes,
correct.
sir.
But for what to bad push can supply people at the end of the day. So man got halfway. So man almost
In the bike now,
if you go, you will not take push now, go she don't be that kind of person.
You know, no self say don't go
total against the law.
Yes, sir.
Then if they feel say right, because Saloma foresee the boss way wrong, it's very difficult.
Yes.
When something have been entangled, no say Saloma, all man right. But then na me right. No, na me right. Nobody not get wrong. Look at it. Look, you see some of these things very hard to get them. If you bother or you pause him, if they inside a particular video, believe me, you know, we'll continue for sure. But we will show them for next Saloma and go say, this is not something not correct. And we will be on a day on a left push business in this country. We should not begin on us all the fashion. Every day we talk about a day on a program of push. You will see so country, it clean. If you're not JC, they come the MG bag, but you count the Italy bag, and you eat a long with the plan. If you want to come out of that country, you guys don't business in a salon. Come, not say we're not come. We can't get me to now borderline. We get you now, pull all, we put on one side. Now, born, go born. But some time again, they will compromise the law. It's very bad for the country. Yeah. Yes, Mrs. Cole.
Yes, sir. Our government, exactly. Our government and the one that whether in charge of security, this push business, not to for take play. One thing me observe for this push, when you see them take and go down, no more, go down. When they all apply back, hey, you catch a car, they go down back. And they observe for this push business. And for go down no more, they when you tell you linger one side, like where them motor don't lost control, the one tire they up, then the other one in the ground they skid. And when you see lingers, like they go link tail like a statue. When in your normal sense, you know what you do and self in your normal sense. Yes, because you go feel tired.
Well, Mrs. Gold, sorry for cutting you off.
Yes, sir.
That don't tell you say that because we no one take the trend for no side push the come out.
Yes, sir.
But that man we don't they have die.
Yes, sir.
Teacher, bookkeeper. After some hours in the country, but what show no side police?
Yes, sir.
They show you. You
Yes,
catch
sir.
the order at the back when yeah. Yes, you self can't show no side police. You take the line until you get the post with the culture.
Yes,
So
sir.
not just negligence no more, center compromise. But that man, he didn't know that things he linger half. Teacher no more, teacher bookkeeper.
Yes, sir.
You have few hours in the country. Who's how you pull that way? You go show balongo and the training get to serve.
Exactly, sir.
You sure you will learn it back. You always sell like this person. You say you know to one or two you get one.
You get yes.
Who shall you pull the quantity?
Now,
He dey show you back.
and
You
the
get
line
the trend, the
yes,
line they go
sir.
take get the real person.
Exactly.
So if they don't get the one with the big bush and
The one where they take her, the one where they take her, now one source standing.
Yes.
Because we don't catch this person, and they take push. When he's sober, as he kind to his senses, when you know say dying, half living, he don't come up around. Now the full human being, his soul, everything they say, you all are. Me say, who's how you go buy? And the step down this.
Yes.
Then the buyer now, he go show you now who's how you go get the egg man. Yes, they say kind of like I come on half dying, half living, like now it's so senses. He self go show. So now so we go back and say we get the sauce.
Of course.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
So we work until we get the sauce. Not until we're difficult. Just get you away. Don't the inside, don't high. You don't also high the over high because then at the swall again. Because I man the link so one side. Then look down there in the they say the bomb. When in the normal sense if you tell us like bomb so you're not able. Yes.
You know Olympics was.
Now the way man he said a living corpse. This is a living corpse. They are alive, boy, don't die.
Don't they jump at it?
Yes, sir.
Like frog.
So Papa government will really get word for play for this year. So this year it pass water. It pass jamba because jamba when you take her, you cool, but when you mix out all that thing, now they misbehave. Because when you take her, you feel fine, you relax. The way you wake, you want it. But when you see person take her, you begin misperform. You don't mix out all that thing. So this cushion, and the ancestor now cancel. Because now they all are like this, that the ancestor can. And this will really, government really need for put modalities in place. Me, I get picking, we all get picking, we get brother, they will get sister, they will get small one day. You know, finally, with a trend on this kind of path. You know, fine. We picking and they come up, you be the one that we don't get sense safe. They save them at the road. So government, you really get for put modalities in place. Don't, even at school safe, they really need for the educated picking back inside school. Say harmful drugs there and the one we not harmful. Tell them, explain to them also. So if you get somebody say, well, I'm going to mix them, but then nonsense here, then we will for stand up to themselves and get conscious. Say, this time, they don't tell me, say, so if I take an so it will be. So they're going for stand and defend themselves. They're still able to forget the mind of their own. So, Peter, Joseph, you don't see all them videos there. What do you get for say towards this?
Thank you very much. Them videos here, as they look them, we really know say, you know they tell well. You know they tell well to we nation, because this video don't go all over the world. Because it didn't have WhatsApp, it didn't have Facebook, it didn't have YouTube. So you know, this is not really they portray good image of this nation. And we dey find out say salon anything where it can it the worst. It dey pass na the one who roll, but as he reach na salon, it the worst. We find out say the drug issue it the worst every now and then. Me fear now is we find out say the jamba as you been they say, it been there, people and they take can and they smoke can. But you know one way or the other not to say it been worst. We come up from that angle, we come from to the tramadol. We see where in tramadol people and maybe they take and the toilet by themselves, then they take you know, they act like they crazy, do all kinds of stuff, you know, we not necessary. From that angle we've been commoded, we see say something kinds of what they call pampas water. Go take pampas where people don't use or pampas where they don't buy new and you never know the kind of chemical where they make them. From nowhere you boil and you drink them. You know, we find out say that pampas, even though you not take that much, we don't know if we look at and say, me they look at and say that angle there, nobody from the top, nobody benefit from that pampas, that particular pampas, because we thought and we say they're able to tackle and quick. You know, even exist to 3 months if I not lie. So if you think you take and say no more, nobody know be the way they important, because pampas if I want I can go to any shop where they close to me, I buy and I boil and you know. So I feel say no more, me they think say, since now so if they happen, people then try for tackle and quick. For see say this, we know the profit for man. But we find out say now where this push in kind side, it don't worst. For tell you say push na can and couch and when you check just like when you be the same in school, push na people and the important. Not to add up money couch and na top business people in the couch. And when you check not only the business, we they even feel say something, even them brother up here they involved in this thing. So how you feel say this thing they come to an end? And when you feel say this push, you know, it worst past all. And with all this worst way it was, where somebody they take something, you know they by himself 5 or 10, 20 minutes. You know, and one thing where I can watch, I can see some young man then they cry angry. But he get that 5,000, 10,000 before he buy rest.
Yes.
He go run after the kush. So you tell me to waiting actually they inside this here, and you they find out say this they make some people they take them back. But la know with this guy where they take this here how they la know let me self know.
Peer pressure.
You understand, and then peer groups there you know as he go take. Himself says oh no this myself la try and back for the second time. You know, some people and then they take her, they meet her, they act like he crazy. Like one time, Blueface, I meet one young guy, then they fed pan. Some man they say ton cold water pan. Some man they say una gian cold water for let drink. They say na kush, na first time for smoke kush. But it tell like when they take and that very first and that day then they passing out. After that day they see them they take and rapid now. They don't day in and now. So you see, so this as we all they say, Papa government they really need for do something, because look how much man they act. They really need for do something. Just like how Major Siwami they say, this thing they come up from somewhere else. They cannot to salon and the planter. Now come then the carry. And this thing for make it go stop, except then get for stop, then one day with the counter how, then get for the check. That system way some man they say. This na big man. You can even find out sometimes, even na then checkpoint then and net where they pass, they get some certain vehicles and where they not even check. So all these things, what about that particular time? And something na then highway checkpoint there the need for the check. Then container there where they can the need for the check then. Let them know waiting actually they inside. Sometimes when they count then they take and put na the last part. So you know, it get for reach a time where in the need for the check container, then they put all the goods and they check.
But then they do that in the key. Then they check the container. Then.
So if then they check them thing
or
there.
for say that the key self then get secret counts them way, then your container and no go area, and then they count this tier because if you check the containers then are key, you found out say kush dey inside there, then we'll arrest you. Then we'll still say this thing they minimize. But it seems as if how the level where this kush store is, so that say some container the way they carry under. Now no go area. Now you know get man for venture for checker.
Well, Mrs. Cole, if I can come inside on that point, you're very correct.
Yeah.
The water key, they get monitors there.
You couldn't get Sunday, yes sir.
They get scanning machine.
Yes,
When
sir.
they pass through the scanning. Of course, I call it Bolore. They bring the scanning machine. Now
Yes, sir.
we see everything.
Yes.
The vehicle, the truck, they can pass through the container. And the
They
scanning
pick
machine,
everything.
they pick everything.
Yes,
within
when
there.
inside it.
But this issue about orders from above, it don't begin in press alone, not to push alone.
In other areas themselves.
So many areas.
Yes.
Some containers they come, as they say, a social person get them,
Yeah, no,
not check them,
yes,
just
sir.
never let pass. So if we dey compromise on them things, then they don't know the expenses and then push them for reduce.
Yeah.
But as I been say, when you talk about the dog, talk on the bone. The dog, yes, na the youth man there and the youth when they destroy themselves. But what about the bone? As my colleague will tell me say, not a poor man they carry, poor person no will
You know what put you on the road,
push worker inside the salon. Not a poor person they do it. That person will get the
Yeah.
know-how. He get the know-how, then one. Then number two, he get the finance.
Yeah, you get the
for bring
backup,
them down.
yes.
He sponsor all the areas.
Yeah,
they
now they
lock
put out
all
the works.
the area they wait for lock. We know say the canteen and we do much.
Yes, sir.
Then he lock all them gateway then they think the all the canteen and they do much. Yes, then he distribute out. You know say, well, I don't play. Nobody will let for play. Nobody. All man don't get you. Let me can now. That machine they do. So that's something we know about it. We all know. They all know. They always listen. They always see. They're not saying that so it happen. But how we all will come together as one and find out say this is about something for this country. This is about something for the youth. Let me put hand for this business. Let me put hand for all that thing way better for this country. And two things where this thing get for intensify. It is around the corner for this festive season. If they not take care of how push they enter and other drugs in enter, sorry, we are able to see different in a way. It passed the one we don't see that video already. When December they come, so January, then 10 in the way JC then they come, just come, then they come, everybody they come. Because they're over there, the kind of weather, the kind of way they get money, you know, then they spend up all the rubbish things there. But when you look at the cost of living of Sierra Leone, that's what I don't see. One plate tickets now, they below 10,000, it's above 10,000. And you with my hand, they tell you say poverty, now the most way they live below $1. And $1 now, not 10,000 or some more. Then now that $1 you taken away for live, you add by you better. You can go back, you push back, they make you die for 30 minutes, then you wake back, you come back to society. That moment they don't die, so waiting that, you cannot tell. If you go wake up now, they see that police cell. You wake up now, you see
Yes, sir.
so we talk about that, we talk about the bone, not talk about the dog. We know where they carry time. But if we meet up, we got to pull up.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Because this is, you know, talk to a person, then the person that can get to or na talk with for talk. No. Now the love of the country will they show. Now the love of the country Saloma will they show. That particular Monday, he around 15 days, you know, go to TV, the man if na me, man if na Kaina, if na boy, if na Makini, no. Now, Pukuchi will say, you might not take push. So the fact that we all are Sierra Leoneans, we play Sierra Leonean game. So for playing the same Sierra Leonean game, they will only free themselves from that kind of rubbish there also and build Sierra Leone, bring the picture of Sierra Leone to the north of the world as a very good country where everybody can live with.
Yes. Yes, Joseph.
Joseph did not.
Yes. Still
Yeah, like been they say, this particular business, as I say now from the top, and the only way we could stop this thing, not from the day one then, because for instance, the one way they sell on for 5,000, 10,000. Now we then go to the man where they sell something 200 or 300, we go get and make it go cancel on 5,000. But if they find a way wherein we will put stop to this thing, let it left for come inside the country, it go much better. But so long as they come now this country, Mrs. Cole, even if we sit down now, we talk on January to December, Genesis to Revolution, it no go ever stop. They no go stop for take and become one. Then they carry it and they bring can. The man the way they take and we not go able to sensitize them at TV. So man even the way they sit as he sit down, they say they can't talk about push. If they say abu they not so bad, go grab it. Or you go tell say, "Brala get one." You understand,
the
eh?
talk.
The one at the own and the talk. You don't understand. So the only thing where he go able make this thing stop, Papa government get a great school for play. But waiting they beat me imagination. The people and where they for play this role, they're involved in this thing, Mrs. Cole. Honestly, they're involved in this thing. And then people are, when you find out, just like what you they say they go say, me picking and they no mix. And this is where they say, where you can say, not to me business, because not to you picking.
Yes.
One way or the other, we self see on they watch this program, they say, become me picking or they take our me no mix, and me no care. But you get a word for play, now you community, in this particular game. Because one way to make you get the word for play, that man will take push, will become affected. If you not try for let elephant, it therefore affect you one way or the other. Now one day it go grab it push, it light fire by your hose. It knock you picking. It go begin act other way, we go affect you one way or the other. So waiting at they say, let we all come to one as a nation for let we put stop to this thing. Or else in order for fine for we at all not.
Okay. Thank you, Peter. Now, Francis, what is ever for say as we come to the end of the program?
Well, this goes issue nothing way, really frustrating. I don't know, I go through the videos them and all, it's so a trend in seeing the young youths are sleeping, in terms of doing work and all. To me, to the one over the up yonder, I just feel say like na a trap, you understand? Na a trap like, look how this tier, put them to sleep, let me work, let me find something, let me find money, you understand? I just feel like that. Like una sleep, who depends on something, una wake now, come to usa them, you understand? Really frustrating, to be honest. You seeing young, the police officers, the head stars, big dignitaries are there smoking, which is not good for the country, as festive season they approach now next month, December, and lots of enjoyment and the way they come. Tato, New Year's, I don't know, salon and anyway, every year getting in season, every stem is from us to now na push, and before as school is now before you marry December, other one don't come back. Who can something who can make say and fly the flight. I still sleep there, but yeah, I'd say it was anyways, I just hope no more young youth them go, conscious of themselves, and that's more when we get keep them now you peggy box, make you do something better for yourself for tomorrow. Time no day for yourself. Just careful, put something value to yourself before you go sit on it. Stay for you to yes, that's it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Francis. Mustafa, you say what you get for us as we come to the end of the program.
My last word for this push issue, I advise we use them. Do you a big with a big? Let we abstain from this year. It's not good. It's not really good. As we can see the video where we see where some of we youths them they smoke, how then they behave in our streets, how then they act, it's not really good. And I get some information say we were in a salon, we back down begin make push. And we don't process now diamond bone and then they use. Then they use diamond bone and kumbe jala, then back up, then they begin sell and give it. So just imagine you go smoke that thing. How you feel say you go to act, how you feel say you go dey.
How many they say they're a zombie?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So do at the appeal and at the beg of our government, any side una do una the get sweet. Do ya una come inside, una step in for let the push business go down batter na this country. The youths there who they beg, we don't tire. We don't tire for sleep. We work, una give the youths the work. They are with the beg, una not give we push. Thank you.
Okay, Major, Miss Awara yourself give your word as the program they come to an end.
Yes. Well, the most interesting thing about it, we will create the country with a young for scientists then. Yes. Maths, when I'm talking about maths, Ministry of Education, they fight for the guys, them get good space inside science. But now the scientists, they're all like chemists. Then they mix, as my colleague does say, then they mix the diamond bone. Can you imagine? Yes. Dead person in bone. They mix it with cool the jara leaf where they make you a bit erratic. So if you're not a chemist, instead of inventing that kind of thing, why not go invent something better?
Exactly.
Yes, but then we see Chinese them and they take leaves and they create tablets. We see the Ghanaians, they do the same. Then they use the herbs, they create tablets, they create medicinal stuff, they cure people from one place to the other. But we don't chemist them. They don't mixture, it look different. No? So we ask we chemist them. We really want chemist them. We want to chemist the faculty that they grow up. But not to that kind of mixture. No, to that kind, we don't need that at all at all. So if you are a very good chemist, you know, for mix diamambo and kumejara and other things, then for that person go for state. You can look at, go on YouTube, think about things where you can mix and make a better medicine or a better something that will benefit Sierra Leoneans. You don't see plenty of that. You see black soap, and you mix up this and that, yes, soda soap. You think they all they mix together. Go on YouTube. Look for what you go mix, we go benefit Sierra Leoneans. But not go mix, not go be a chemist, go begin mix diamambo and other things then, so can kill the public Saloma. Your advice is that order from above, let you underline them. If that did not stop, Sierra Leone will not see better for this business. To own business, now worldwide business. But if we want to understand we own country, we want to put democracy forefront, love everybody forefront, nationalists forefront, patriotism forefront, then we come together and see how we push bad things out of the country.
Okay. Thank you very much, Major Siwan. Papa government, you don't hear in a social youth man in there. Pass Major no more now, we don't pass the. Okay, fine. Major say in a big youth man, in a major youth man. Papa government is so youth say, including myself. Now, all day I had today for talk about this issue. Then you know, say this issue here, it really the frustrates me, yeah. And the right word, it frustrates me because if you see young person will get better future, they take push, they go down. Then they link back like when Brizol left kite up, where the mount kite, where Brizol left, where they cannon, and so they link. Hey, Papa government, you really need for put modalities in place. This year not to fall it. And I see the whole so this push. We will see say they minimize them, they finally go down. Oh, minimize them. We not say we don't begin achieve. So we minimize them, then we not say at the end of the day, this push go down and it go down in Jesus' name. Because God now they put before anything they do inside Mercy TV and with situations there. Papa government, now in that too, we don't bring the word back to you. So we sit down how they look for see the modalities them we don't put in place for pushing this push business. And I want to tell me guests them plenty thank you. Mustafa Tarawali, Francis Williams, Peter Joseph Jr. Bayo, and also Major Siwan Claude Atere Roberts for when they can this program as will be don't invite the enforcement, the Drugs Enforcement Agency for candle with we are this morning, but we not see them. We still tell them thank you for where they're able for talk to and promise for I will not say them go mosque because they get for keep them promise. Then they can explain to family more what thing they do and how then the modalities that we don't put in place for pushing this drugs business. We don't turn menace in this nation. I want for tell me viewers them plenty thank you for what they stay glued for watch this program. What they come to una say it to Mercy, what they come to una every Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And God bless una and God bless Salome. Me now una presenter, Sia and Isakol. Bye-bye.